Of course, ODM leader Raila Odinga ruling out the possibility of reviewing the BBI report amid calls for a renegotiation of some of the proposals. Now, in a series of tweets, Odinga said there was no room for new ideas and that only editorial changes would be made. Here is that report brought to you by Chemutai. Go in.
As the list of disgruntled parties pushing for a review of the BBI document continues to grow, attention is on President Uhuru Kenyatta and ODM leader Raila Odinga. Will they allow further scrutiny of the document? But in a flurry of tweets this evening, ODM leader Raila Odinga ruled out any room for negotiations. Odinga says there is little chance of new ideas being brought into the BBI document ahead of the referendum. Odinga added that only editorial work on statements that appear vague, for instance, the concerns raised by leaders from the pastoralist communities, will be addressed. The statement came as sources revealed to us that the Constitution Amendment Bill 2020 that paves way for the referendum will be tabled in Parliament this Thursday, further casting doubt on the possibility of any amendments to the BBI report. Odinga said the report was done, and the only corrections that would be admitted are those of groups that felt their issues were not captured as they expected. The statement now bound to stir debate in the political scene at a time when calls for a national discourse intensify. Odinga's tweet came hours after he and President Uhuru Kenyatta failed to honor an invitation to a meeting bringing together governors to review the BBI report.
What for? Why would this man snap this meeting? We have already been in consultation with the two principals. This report will be submitted to them tomorrow. One of the principals, we had a virtual meeting with him when we were in the room. So this issue has already been solved, and they know where we are. It is only that this meeting took longer than we expected because there were so many issues in place.
During the meeting that brought together stakeholders in the devolution sector, governors proposed a myriad of recommendations, including that Senate be granted veto powers on all bills and that regional blocks be entrenched in the Constitution.
We propose the removal of collective criminal responsibility in management of resources at the county government level to align with the principle of personal criminal culpability.
Governors and their deputies were united in opposing imposition of a gender requirement in the picking of candidates for the position of governor.
Governors should be allowed to pick deputy governors based on qualifications and the other variables that come into play when somebody is looking for a running mate. And gender would be a good one, but should be considered as just one of the variables.
While lauding the proposal that counties get 35% of the equitable share, the governors revealed that they had resolved to allocate 10% to agriculture, livestock and fisheries, 30% to health, and 2.5% to the youth. They also proposed the decentralization of the IEBC and the Office of the Controller of Budget, while calling for removal of the recommendation creating the Office of the Ombudsman. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Naivasha, Nakuru County.